Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Rockwood number 2601AB in black. This is what's called a mounting bracket, and a mounting bracket is used when, well, this mounting bracket is used when you have a coordinator, but mounting brackets are used basically when you need to attach a piece of hardware to something, but behind it or underneath it, something needs to continue. A mounting bracket can also be done when you are installing, imagine in your mind's eye a rim exit device, and you've got that strike plate in a single door mounted right onto the soffit of the frame, and you run your weather stripping. Well, you're going to have a break in the weather stripping where that strike is. Imagine in your mind's eye now if you had a Z bracket that you could mount to the frame. Your weather stripping goes under the Z bracket, and then your strike mounts to the face of that Z bracket. Obviously changing the backside of your installed hardware, but allowing a continuation of your weather stripping. That's what this kind of product is used for. This is used with a bar coordinator, and the mounting brackets from Rockwood are based on the jam depth of the frame. Now, I don't recall where the AB is used or where the C model is used, but I don't really care about recalling it from memory as much as being able to find it really quick, and I of course know where to find it. Before we talk about this specifically, the overall width of the mounting bracket, about 3 3/16. The overall length, just shy, about 4 7/8 or so. Overall height over here, about 1 9/16. Over here, about 15/16, and then over here, about 5/16. This is in black. This is cast aluminum, is what this would be, as far as I know. Although it is pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy for cast aluminum. If it's not cast aluminum, I'd say it's zinc. I'm going to go with zinc. Now, they say it's prime coat, black prime coat steel. It's definitely not made of steel. Anyway, it will include a fastener package that will allow you to get it installed to the frame. Now, let's talk about where in the heck are you going to use this? Let's take a look. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it. Okay, here is our piece of hardware that we're looking at, 2601AB, mounting bracket for Soffit applied hardware, black prime coat. So, the AB model is for a soffit size of 7/8 by 2 1/4. What is that? Well, let's take a look. Here is a typical header, and we could name all the different parts of a header. That's the return. If it was drywall, it would have a back bend return. That's the face, that's the rabbet, that's the stop face, and all the same over here. Well, this is the soffit. That's what we call the soffit. If your soffit is between the dimension of 7/8 and 2 1/4, this dimension, the AB is the model you use. And the only thing that I don't recall is what are those dimensions? Where do I go to the other model if I have a soffit that's greater, or maybe one that's problematic? So if I had a 5 3/4 frame, if I was going to do 5 3/4 minus 1 15/16, let's say it's a, let's say that it is a unequal rabbet frame. I'm going to have, well, let's say 5 3/4 minus 1 15/16 for the door rabbet. Unequal rabbet would be 1 9/16. That's going to give me 2 1/4. So if this was an unequal 5 3/4 rabbet, 1 15 and 1 9, that's 2 1/4. But you can see if you've got a 4 3/4 frame or something smaller than 5 3/4, you're still okay. But if you get any bigger, than 5 3/4 jam depth, or if you had a 5 3/4 jam depth with equal rabbets, then the AB is the wrong size to use. So you've got equal rabbet. Seco, for instance, makes equal and unequal rabbet frames. I'm more accustomed to unequal rabbet frames, and manufacturers will do that. So they can put an 1 3/4 thick door over here and an 1 3/8 thick door over here. That's why they would make them unequal. But it's not common to have, you know, that sort of setup. But that's why they did it. But because you can do hollow metal frames with 1 3/8 solid core wood doors back in the, you know, condo building construction in the late 60s and early 70s. That was very common, hollow metal with wood doors. Okay, so we are looking now at a photograph. I believe I took this photograph in Iowa City, and this is exactly a 2601 AB. That's definitely what you're looking at there. Okay. That is the real animal. That's what it looks like. I'm going to guess equal rabbit, which is why they... well, no, forgive me. I'd have to guess unequal rabbit, which is why they use this two-stepped AB style. Now, why? Well, there's a coordinator here. That's why you need a mounting bracket. I need to be able to mount my parallel arm closer to something because I can't drill through the coordinator. Obviously, that's going to lower the mounting height of the closer, and you need to be mindful because that parallel arm bracket's meant to be here on the soffit directly. Well, you're way below that. You're whatever it was, an inch and something below that. Inch and 5/8 basically. So you're going to need to be mindful. I believe these doors did not have glass, but if you've got something happening in the door here, you're going to need to be mindful of how much more you're kicking it down, so to speak. So, which bracket do we need? Don't worry if you don't remember like me, that's okay. Click the product brochure that's here. What that is going to do is show us associated products. But we got an AB and a C. It's that simple. 7/8 to 2 1/4 or soffit of greater than 2 1/4. It's that simple. That's what you're going to use. You're going to have these. These are images. I'll show you now. That's your cross section, the underside of it. You're going to obviously get that attached to your frame appropriately, and then your hardware is literally going to drill and tap to this plate. Fasteners are included to get you started. Okay. Some screws for a parallel arm bracket as well. This product brochure also has a carry bar. If you were to have a pair of doors, one has a surface vertical or concealed vertical rod, and the other has a mortise exit device, you're going to definitely want a carry bar. That will help carry the active door along with the inactive door if someone goes up and hits that inactive door first. Coordinator, that's a universal coordinator. Just basically a page showing the mounting brackets themselves. There's a link below this video as seen here to the manufacturer's page. When we click on that, we can pull up not only all of the Rockwood products that we have listed by means of this horizontal navigation. There's also a link to the manufacturer's website. There's also a link to the manufacturer's current product catalog for their trim and auxiliary. And being Rockwood, they have a comprehensive offering of door pulls as well, 100+ pages of nothing but decorative door pulls. Other encyclopedic documents are here regarding Rockwood, such as Master Template Index, Mounting Kit Parts Master Table. That's got everything to do with bolts that you would use for pull handles. Rockwood Screw Quantity Chart. If it's encyclopedic and a reference document for us internally, we're going to post it here for you to review it as well. Let's wrap up this video on camera. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. So if you're going to use a bar coordinator and you're mounting closers in a parallel arm fashion, you're definitely not going to get far without mounting brackets. And then all you need to do is figure out which size you need, and then of course finally you would determine what finish you need. Prime coat, black are typical. I don't believe that they're available from anyone in architectural finishes. However, having said that, you could certainly, Rockwood can certainly powder coat this. I know that they're powder coating in dark bronze. I know that they can obviously powder coat in black. And white as well, I believe they can do. So should you need some powder coating, that can be done. I don't believe that they can do any color that you want. But generally black is going to be pretty common on a mounting bracket or prime coat. The name Rockwood is quite synonymous with trim and auxiliary hardware, and I would recommend that you review their catalog because no one keeps time like Rockwood. They're very predictable, dependable, reliable, exceptional customer service, exceptional engineering support, exceptional responsiveness, extremely rare to have any product defect. I have a problem with a finish, and I just had one last week. About every 5 years, I'll have a single inexpensive piece of hardware that the finish is just off. To me, given the volume of orders that get sent Rockwood's way from us, it's just a phenomenal batting average. Their people are extremely trained. When you call there and the person who answers the phone, you rarely need to get past that person with a technical support question. It's a standard by which the industry should measure themselves against in terms of excellent customer service, prompt, reliable, predictable shipping lead times, fit and finish, things of that nature. Any questions on the 2601AB mounting bracket or any other Rockwood product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.